Okay, hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Cornwall in England. I live by the sea. I'm in Kenya to go to the Maru project to go and plant trees and get to know all about the wonderful culture. Today we went, all of us together in a big group in a bus to the second biggest slum, and it was quite shocking, really. And we went to go and visit one of the local primary schools, which is run by a very interesting and inspiring man. I found it really, really inspiring, very interesting. When we first drove through the slums and towards them, I was just amazed at how big it was, really, and how many people were there, and found it really interesting, all the things that were going on, all the paintings that were on the walls, and yeah, it was really, really interesting, quite, shocking what people can, live with. They live with quite a minimal amount of stuff in comparison to what we're used to back home, and it sort of makes you think about that and reflect about that. It's quite sort of hard, really, because we have quite a lot in comparison and we take a lot of that for granted. But yeah, it was very interesting.
Cool.
When the bus turned up to the school, I didn't really know that we were going to the school. It was a bit of a shock and a surprise for me, because I love schools, working with children and everything, so I was quite pleased about that. There were children everywhere, they were all really, really interested in what was going on and who we were. And previously to getting to the school, driving through the slum, found to be really difficult, because we were all there in this truck as observers, or this bus even as observers on other people's lives. A lot of the children were waving and saying hello and wanted to meet us, and it was great. Getting off the bus was amazing, best thing ever. Getting off, and a little girl came to hold my hand, looked a bit confused as to why I was there, and all of us were there. And then we got to walk into the school, and yeah, it's beautiful and inspirational.
Okay, go.
We listened to the head teacher speak about the school that he'd set up, and it's quite amazing. He was really determined to get these children some good education and get them moving on in life, because the slum around them isn't a life that he thought was hopeful for them. So it was very inspiring listening to him, and I learned a lot about how difficult it is for children in Kenya to get on in education. They can have access to primary education if they want it, but there's costs that occur when you go to secondary school that aren't easy to meet. £1,000 a year, which is not easy for them to meet at all. And he's setting up a high school for them to all move on to, which is amazing. I think the slum holds about 2 million people, which is a lot of people living in an area like that, and the school holds 400 to 500 children. When we went, there weren't so many. It was a sort of half-term sort of thing, not half-term, but they have a break in the middle of the term, mid-term. So we didn't get to meet a lot of the children, but we did get to meet some of his, and because he's adopted quite a few of them, and they were incredible. They were really happy to meet us. I remember a lot of them, but Henry was quite interesting. He was a bit shy at first, a bit nervous, a bit curious, didn't really say much, but I gave him a camera to take a picture, and at that point he was quite happy, and he liked saying cheese quite a lot, and just wore glasses from my head, and was quite cheeky little boy. It was really nice to be able to see around their school and where they learn, and their classrooms, and what the minimal they have. So it's all minimum what they have, but they work very hard to develop and make themselves better, so that they can move on in education and move on in life, and that should be something that everyone takes on from this experience and feels with their heart and moves on, because we are very lucky.